Today, on another very special episode of This American Dice, we bring you games from CondoCon in Davenport, Florida. Today's game is It's Canon, Part 2 by Andrew Butler. Our cast is Andrew as our game master, Bret as Sergeant Clint Owens, David as Merlin, Stephen Merlin Merdowski, that is, DJ as Barry Skidmarks Calhoun, Troy as Jay Klouser, and Chad as Derek Wilkins. Of course, Austin plays Vito Meatball Pantilioni. Join these scamps on an adventure to be fed up with war and fed into a whole lot of gold they can steal from the Nazis. Come on in for It's Canon, Part 2.
So we think.
You would know that it doesn't look all that German.
Then we have to cross country instead of use roads.
Okay, you're crossing country. All right, we can go that route. All right, so leaving early morning.
Right.
All right. You guys are moving along. Would we all fit in this tank, or
yes,
some people have to ride
100%.
above? Okay, and nobody's out stalking with you?
Wait. There would be 3 in the tank and the rest sitting on top.
I'll sit on top.
Yeah, I think.
I'm only the driver. I don't think I need to be inside, right?
No, you have
Yeah, I think Meatball gets relegated to have to sit on top of the tank pretty regularly.
Unless something's broken, right? Or there's oil.
Well, even then,
Wait.
it's usually broken on the outside, not the inside.
Okay.
You're driving. You're inside the turret. I'm sticking out of the
I think
turret.
our
Merlin
gun
might be
wizard was
sitting
inside
on
the
top
turret.
doing some kind of chanting incantation to
He didn't give
activate the
himself a
runes.
job.
You've got to activate the runes.
You got to keep up the concentration
Say
spell.
gun
Yeah.
wizard. You're a gun wizard.
Sure.
I don't like. What was your?
Yeah, exactly. That was Why are you trying to understand this?
Don't read
That
too
was
deep
the
into it,
job.
man.
Yeah. Name
You'll
it.
never come back
You got
out.
it.
You'll never come back out. Don't go too deep into it.
Go down that rabbit hole.
Okay, so
go.
because I'll say that only 3 can comfortably fit inside.
Yeah.
Because you got cans of tomato soup,
Those
you
are
got the
Those are
ammunition.
strapped to the front.
Trust me, it's not comfortable when how many people are in here. Because he's in here.
Oh. I mean, it smells shit inside and
Yeah.
outside. Doesn't matter.
You just got it.
Good point.
Yeah.
Never mind.
These birds are going all over the tank.
So my 3 people on top, you can roll a perception. We're still at, we're going to move up. We're going to a DC 10 now. Things are getting a little trickier.
That shit just got real.
This meatball's getting spicy.
So you can go ahead and roll.
Take a bath.
My people on top roll a perception. Hey,
Sure.
as you're moving through the countryside.
So
and
we all should do this, or just one
just
of
the
us?
3 people up top.
Who are the 3 people? You're not up top, DJ. You're driving.
You're driving.
He's
Well, is he?
Is there any rules? I don't know anymore. He's the tank driver that rides on the outside.
Got a 10.
Who else is riding outside?
I thought there were 3. so-
Mystic.
You.
Are you up on
You
top?
3
of the
have to be
rooms?
outside.
All right,
You can't
okay.
be inside.
All right, I got my
He's in the
Hitler
guts of the tank,
attire on.
and I'm
You're just-
sitting
I'm
in
grabbing some grease
the hole
off the
that closed
tank
down.
and rub it, and then I realized it wasn't
man.
grease.
It's not grease.
Oh, and
You got 10.
so if we can figure out a way to finagle our skill into this, we get a +1.
Exactly, yes. So you got,
Oh, I'm doing a
I'm
reroll.
sorry. Should explain these rules.
I got a 1.
Because you're driving, right? I do want to roll out.
He's the gun.
I got a 1.
No, I'm not
Good.
driving.
Who's driving?
I'm driving.
He's a tank driver.
Okay.
Sergeant Clint
You,
Owens
you're
is
on
the
top. You saw. What do you?
Oh, am I not on top then? Well,
You
Yeah,
are.
that's
The
the
3
one.
of us are on top.
So you're on top.
I rolled a 1.
You rolled a 1. What did you get?
Well, I'm using my third
You're
eye
too busy.
to perceive.
Perfect.
and I'm too busy fixing my mustache.
A 0?
No, that's a 20.
20.
A 21.
So I'm gonna come back to you 2 in a moment. My driver,
Wilkins.
go ahead and give me a roll because you're driving the tank. I'll do the noises.
Oh, that's not the tank
Is that how a tank sounds?
I don't know.
Make a tank sound like how DJ would make it sound. That sounds like Speed Buggy.
What is it? 16. Okay, so you got some good driving going on. You've got good visibility. She's handling like a dream until engineer. Make a roll.
Until some of these oil obsession
I'm
kicks
sorry.
in.
You passed. I gotta keep up with this.
Me too, right?
You 2
And
passed.
do I now have a third eye?
Oh yeah. Okay.
It's just what you call your butthole.
Let's pause here. You pass.
Is that your third eye? David.
It's a Disney.
Is
You
that
got
your
a
third
10?
eye? You pull your pants down?
Yeah.
You got a 10 over
I
here?
don't perceive it.
All right, so I'm going to give you one of those. So my people just got a shell.
Hey.
Hey, what's up? My people just got a shell. You can add a skill and maybe something pertinent to what you were just doing. So it was engineering or if it was driving or something. Or if you want to add something parallel to that, you can give yourself another rank in something.
What do we get if we rolled a 1?
Quiet down. Speak in your voice.
So we can add a skill, especially if it's relevant to that.
Sure, or just add a skill. This is your character. It's your character. So you guys on top,
is fine.
you notice you got a higher roll, right? Because of your third eye, obviously, because you are really magic. They don't fucking know that, but I know. As a DM, we talked about this.
You're right for recording, right?
You notice up ahead that you're seeing movement, you're seeing, some colors moving, and you know that there are some enemy troops up ahead, and you specifically
I can
see
spy their auras.
you see their auras, specifically that there is a tank-specific trap laid out up ahead, which is
A bomb.
It's Tiger Pit.
I was going to say
Right.
pit.
And you drive in and the tank gets stuck in there.
okay. So you're moving along. He is he's taking the Jay Clouser. He's rubbing grease from the side of the tank all over his face, making his own finger paint.
He's now Stinky Hitler.
So, since you guys kind of started off, I'm going to kind of go in a rotation this way as an action. Like, what do you want to do with this knowledge?
Oh.
Very loud, mind you.
Yeah, and so I think he hammers down on the thing. Yeah, and he's like, there's a hole up ahead. You're gonna hit that hole. We're gonna hit that hole. I guess he would be talking to Clint since Clint's driving.
Tank, stop!
Okay, so you're gonna basically let him know.
Yeah,
and
like, hey, there's a, but he doesn't even describe it as a trap. He just says there's a hole.
And we're kind of like in an action phase, and let me know what you want to do. But you can kind of do a move. Like I want to position myself and do a thing, if you will. So that would be your thing. I'm gonna alert somebody inside as to what I see.
The three of
alert
us
him in.
have rudimentary headsets and a
I
microphone.
really wish somebody, when I said set up assets,
It comes with a tank.
Does it come with the
Does it come with
Does it come with this tank?
Yes.
Okay, so
Beats by
you've got you've got headsets inside
for the three of us.
for the guys inside. Yes. So, do you want to do any kind of move?
I think
or
I'm just gonna
positioning.
Yeah, I think I'm
up
gonna tell him
there.
to try to how to avoid it. It's in this you got to go to the left.
So you're peeking and oh yeah, there's a hole
Yeah.
up there.
Yeah. Tank, stop!
Your third eye is
Tank
just
left now.
gaping open. That third eye is
That works so well.
and it's like a field. Yeah, you're seeing through meat space and everything out there. You know what's
Spectral
going
ocular
on.
gaper.
Yep. So what do you want to do? I'm sorry to go back in time. You just saw the guys. He saw the hole. He knows about the hole. His big third eye saw it.
Okay.
You just saw. You know that there's
There's some guys up there.
There's guys up there. You know about the hole.
From my opening, I see another upcoming opening.
With my little opening, I spy a...
Doc, can you translate this?
Trap.
Now I'm putting on my mustache.
Let me use my binoculars.
Sounds horrible.
Pause for a minute. So you're going to issue more information, and you'll tell them where the hole is.
Meatball, they've set a magical trap. Using the magic of gravity, we'll be pulled down into the earth.
Oh, those guys are standing near a hole, you said?
Yes, of course.
Oh, Maron, this is not going to be good.
You're up top.
Yep. Applying
They're letting you know about this. Are you doing anything else?
I rolled a 1, man. I'm
Well, no, we're kind of in a rotation, so you can roll again and do another thing.
Okay. I think I'm going to move to a position where maybe I can see what they saw.
Right, because you heard them talking and pointing, where the hole and the stuff was going on straight ahead. You hear him issuing turn right or left.
Yep.
Well, he did, but he didn't know. It's
So I'm going to move up front by where the barrel is and
So
put it under
put
my
your
arm.
foot and-
Yeah. In my Hitler outfit with lederhosen.
Hitler, George Washington crossing the Delaware.
My shit stash, yeah.
Okay, roll to see what's going on then.
Okay.
To get a better view.
We're all in officers' uniforms.
Specifically
11.
Hitler.
Got it.
Specifically
Hitler Tom.
So you would see that it's approaching, and you're coming to a point where you're about to spring this trap, and you've got to get. You're gonna have to stop and reposition and maneuver where, like, you're closing in on it, and to avoid it, you're gonna have to stop and move around type of deal.
Okay.
And it looks like you're about to activate whatever's going. So that's your action. Do you want to
The tank
position?
must stop. I yell that down to him.
And your hand is it? Like, where would you? Because you probably put a hand out to stop and up.
No. I thought this was.
So
Yeah.
you're.
There's a hole over there.
I want to come to when he looks down and he's shouting. Who would be the first person to hear him? Would be the driver's position
I'm
there
sitting right there on the top of the tank
on the
with
top.
a microphone.
So
the tank commander
you're
sits in
gophering
the
it.
top.
You're gophering it. This.
Yes.
Okay.
That's how it works.
All right. So
I have a microphone. I can speak to the mechanic and the driver. With
So
the
I'm-
microphone.
And as a gopher, he just gives Bill Murray a real hard time.
Exactly.
All time.
Jam that.
Kill those gophers.
and because of the way the tank mechanics, because it changes again, you put the tank mechanics in initiative order. Everything gets cockeyed. So we're gonna go there. Now we're gonna go back this way. So you're the next in line to see what's going on. What do you want to do? What do you want to roll for? You're gonna kind of have to
I'm going to say, stop. Hey, y'all, stop the damn tank. There's a damn tiger hole
stop
up
the
here.
damn tank.
Driver, stop.
I am going to. Yes. No, I'm going to.
We gotta jump this hole.
Probably not physically, literally possible, but
Gleam
he
the
is going
cube.
to stop the tank in such a way that it basically does a drift slide to come
He's
to
going
a
to
stop.
Tokyo drift it.
Yes, he's going to Tokyo drift the tank.
Can
You gotta
you
execute
do
it.
it?
He was like, oh yeah, that's doable.
He's like, I've done it.
All these extra parts.
So he does not do it.
You say I'm going to Tokyo drift this, and we're like, no, you're not.
What I'm
You
gonna say,
Japanese spy.
I'm gonna kind of give you a bit of a complication, if you will. So you kind of Tokyo drifted it, but instead of going just down the hole and being out of commission, you've kind of like
Fucking going into the hole?
you're half over the ledge. So like you kind of like turned, but like
side.
you calved in some of the ground, so the ground was soft. So part of the ground went down. So you're kind of stuck a little bit. It's like it's going to take you a little bit longer to get out and moving, but you're kind of a sitting duck for about a round, if you will, before you can. And you may need some engineering help on this. I don't know.
So our tank turned to a duck.
A quick clarification question. So we're now like teetering kind of a little bit in this hole. We got 1 foot in the hole here.
Yeah, 1 foot in the hole.
And
They're called treads, by the way.
Oh, duh. Sorry. Yeah, I forgot. We got 1 tread in the hole, but you said there's like soldiers, like German soldiers around this thing, right?
Right.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that
They'll
is the
get
case.
their own turn.
Okay.
Moment.
And just for further clarification, you are on the outside, we are on the inside.
Well, I think that this is actually like kind of it gives me an idea of what to do later. But yeah.
Engineer, you've heard all this yelling and shouting, and you're
Oh, actually, I would like to add one thing. So this Tokyo drift, when you like shift a car where the way you shouldn't shift a car, and you get the like.
the manual
kind of-
does it for me. The grinding of gears.
The grinding of gears,
You're
the
grinding
entire,
my gears.
but the entire
Grinding
tank
of
also
gears.
kind of shudders
Right.
when you're trying to drift the tank.
Right. So you want everybody to roll to not fall off the tank.
I'm
is
sitting
what
in
you're
just a
saying.
spot where the vibration makes me come.
Yes, exactly. Steve, it's Canon.
It's come or shit, either way.
Oh yeah! Holy tomato!
Yeah.
But anyway, that's what the engineer feels as his turn comes up.
Would he be engineer and gunner? Who's manning the big round gun?
Him.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I wanted to do it, but it seems more complicated for everybody else, so that's fine. I'll call out the targets with being
Okay.
a sharpshooter.
You tell him to stay on target.
Yep.
Yeah, stay
So
on
what are you doing
target.
down there?
Oh,
the
well,
bowels?
they said they're soldiers. Well, now that we have a fun time, so I'm going to try to combine a little bit of mechanic wizardry and physics and try to shoot one of the soldiers that just happens to be away, so it knocks us back a little off the edge.
You're 18, man.
What? Yeah.
So you're gonna shoot to kill, and hopefully the cannon designed to not move from like.
No. The momentum moves our cannon. The tanks always move back a little bit, right?
Let's do a little
Take the
go
engineer.
back. The tank is disguised as a German tank. We are all wearing German uniforms.
Half of
a
Hitler
German
uniform.
tank trap has been built by German soldiers.
That we just ran
have
into.
accidentally bumped into their
stepped
creation.
into. You didn't fall
have
into
turned the turret towards the German soldiers that we are going to try to drive
Do I need
through,
to make a roll to hold on?
and you're going to fire.
I'd say you got a good.
You're saying
Thus,
this is
got a good
thus
hold on.
blowing the
Thick
entire
forearms.
cover of trying to get through enemy lines.
So I think what he's trying to say is, go ahead and shoot him.
I'm not
Thinking
telling
the
you
tank
what
will
to
now
do,
shoot backwards 30 feet.
which
No, I don't
never
think
happened.
No, I think if you're just
Well,
back up.
all that grease that's leaking out, I'm sure it's slippery. You know, what
Slide
I'm
right
saying?
out of there.
Reverse? Nah, we don't need that. We'll just fire the cannon. Hey, I'm not your character.
He's only your commander. It's fine.
It's fine. No, let's reverse it out. The other one was funner, but we'll do this way.
So what do you want to do?
We'll try to reverse it out of the
Well,
barrel.
he's the driver, so I think the only thing.
Oh, okay. So the other thing I can do is shoot.
Well, actually, he
Well-
is the engineer. I mean, he would
Maybe
have.
make it faster. You could, maybe.
Yeah, I'll get like the torque or whatever.
Maybe
going
you could.
to the
Okay, maybe
lower
we'll put it
gear.
this
Yeah, lower
way.
gear.
Maybe you're on this precipice, and maybe depending on where that enough weight goes this way, we could kind of roll in there or slide down into it.
Right. Yeah. So try to do the opposite of that.
So maybe roll to keep the tank upright.
Yeah, roll to keep the tank upright. Okay.
Which
fine.
means the tank
I like
will-
shooting it backwards, but that is just funny. 18.
All right. So he maneuvers his tank. So he swings the
Barrel.
barrel aft of the port shaft, keeping the tank afloat.
I thought skid marks shot everybody's shaft off.
No, that's just hummingbirds.
So we are
And
we
they have to
listening to
surrender.
port or starboard? I'm not sure.
So you're still kind of like there, but you're not falling in necessarily.
Do I get a show for
And-
me or
At this point,
show?
Andy.
Show.
oh yeah, gosh, so greedy.
Doesn't know how to use the shells.
Yeah, still not knowing how to use the shells.
Klaus, man, you need to tell them krauts down there to get the fuck out of the way in German talk.
All about 8 or 9 Germans kind of pop out, well hidden. Not to you two. Pointing their weapons at you.
Snail!
Achtung, baby, schnell!
No.
What? Huh?
That you do your voice. I'm telling them to get out of
Oh,
the way.
you're doing them.
'Cause we're-
Achtung, baby, schnell! Oh, yeah, what you doing here? I'm gonna say.
Alto, stop.
I'm gonna say it in English because you wouldn't.
Oh,
Only he.
Do you know it in
understand.
German in real life?
Yes, what is your business here? Why are you bringing this tank? Who are you? Identify yourselves. He's looking at you three.
The three on top.
He's looking at you. And you see this like cognitive dissonance as he wants to give you the salute because he sees the name tag. Hi, my name is Hitler. He sees, and it's from the
You have a
distance.
shitty
The
mustache.
mustache looks
Yeah.
kind of legit.
I don't know anything about German culture.
I
Doesn't your character also not really speak German, or you can't
Right,
read
no,
German?
I don't
Are we
speak
at a
German
turn
either.
or
I
He
speak-
just has an
I
accent.
speak Cantonese perfectly. They told me it was
Okay.
German. I didn't know.
Heil Hitler! Heil Hitler!
Kyle Hitler.
The name's Kyle Hitler.
15. These guys aren't buying it right now, and they're all locked and loaded, and they're issuing orders to get off the tank, and they're issuing like the turn it off, you toss me the keys in German though, mind you.
So I don't
it'd
know
be-
what they're saying.
Right. And so
Nobody
they're-
knows what they're saying.
let's see.
Are we?
Are we out of turn?
This is German. Germany gets a shot. I know they lose, but
Oh,
they
that's
still
fine.
have a couple turns left.
They took 2 big ones.
So a couple of them fire warning shots at
Now,
you.
which way did the barrel turn? Towards
Oh,
them?
No, because if it did, it would have like came in.
Okay.
So they're
Turned away?
It's the only thing.
Yeah, so the barrel had to swing
So-
this way.
My arm was around the barrel.
Right. So as they're saluting you, you're like you're spinning around, and now your feet are dangling.
Right.
Because the barrel is no longer over the
kicking
front.
my-
Oh, and you're wearing the lederhosen bottoms too.
Yes.
Get me down from here! You need
Someone help me!
What
So-
side of the gun are you hanging off of? The left or the right?
Port or starboard?
I figured-
We're on a
Well,
tank.
He said it was his
I had
right
my
arm, so
under it,
he'd be on
and I
the
was
port
facing
side.
away from, or facing towards where we were looking.
Not
So
anymore.
you're on the left side of the barrel?
Yeah.
There's a
down from
coax
here!
machine
Yeah.
gun on the right side of the barrel.
Okay,
That's
perfect.
attached.
Perfect.
So you, okay.
He's in front of the machine gun?
No,
I'm
he's
on the
on the,
opposite
that's
side
why I
of the
asked.
machine.
Well, let's roll. Are you? No.
This is a left-handed tank, so.
We got it from the leftorium.
So the Germans are poised and ready. They've got all their weapons ready.
Are we like in a certain order or anything?
We're
like that?
going to go back around again.
Okay.
So the meatball.
Yeah. All right. So meatball's pretty dumb. He's waiting for Doc, as he calls Jay Klouser.
It's not even a dock. That's cool.
Yeah, well, he thinks because he's so smart. But yeah, so but like when he's not able to do stuff, I think Meatball's going to be the one who absolutely fucks up any possibility of us going stealth mode about this.
Like he has no self-confidence. He is lost.
No, I think he's all self-confident.
Oh.
Yeah, I agree with
Hey, yo,
guys. I got
Bret.
this.
Yeah, like he's like
Don't worry,
"All
Doc, I'll take care of
Yeah,
this."
like if these guys aren't good at blah blah blah, and then he'll
I'll show him how real Italian American
yeah,
is.
I think he's gonna. What would be funnier if he's like keeps insisting like I'm this guy, shut up, like but speaking English.
Okay, so whose badge does he? Does anybody
Everybody has
roll?
one that says Hitler.
Yeah.
Oh, they all say Hitler. So
Yeah.
there's no Himmlers.
They're all
Yeah.
So you say
So I'm wondering if
one
that would be
Hitler-
funnier or if he just like hops down and just shoots them.
So to these Germans, one Hitler holding onto the barrel of the tank swings out of view, and another more Italian Hitler
Yeah.
stands up and starts saying stuff to them.
I think
no matter what
that's
you
the
do,
way you gotta go.
no matter what you do, this is fantastic.
By the way,
Yes.
I just think it's hilarious that we're suddenly playing everyone's Hitler.
Yeah. So that's what he does when
Secret Hitler.
when Doc.
No.
That game's
The opposite of Secret
the
Hitler.
opposite of Secret Hitler. Everyone's Hitler. So yeah, when Doc is dangling from the thing and he sees like that's not going on, he just points to like the insignia or whatever, wherever your name would be, and it says Hitler, Hitler, and he points to it and he's like, get out of the way, come on,
All right.
you guys gonna stand here? Give me a break.
Can I have my name tag say the Hitler? It is a Hitler.
Yeah, that's why there's so many of them. They all say
Go ahead and roll
Roll
your
Hitler.
20, and if you have anything to add,
I think it means striking
Would
comments,
me
but-
being tough?
Intimidating.
yeah, this could be an intimidation
like,
deal.
Like, God, Hitler's so tough. We never knew he was beefy. In the pictures, it's
You know-
like opposite cameras. It
He's so
removes the pounds.
svelte. Yeah.
Yeah, he's normally small, but now he's bigger. And also of a completely
Yeah.
different ethnicity. I got a 19, baby.
19. So basically, what you've done is you've to an extent. One of them maybe. One of them is
You're
like.
just like confused.
One
like,
is confused enough
fuck.
that they like lower their weapon, and it looks like they're. You still have all the other weapons trained, but you've kind of taken one combatant down a step,
Yeah,
if you will.
And I think he's like, dude. I think Meatball's doing a lot of like just pointing to the insignias,
Right.
And like kind of giving these guys the like,
Hey,
what
do
the
you
hell?
want?
What are you
do
doing?
want?
Come
What
on.
do you want? Come on. Do you want to move in any way, position, ready a weapon or anything like that? Put your hand on a.
I think
barrel.
I think like based on the. Well, this will be good in a podcast. Based on the way he's like positioned, he tries to do the kind of thing of like he would put the back fender of the car between him and these guys, so he's got a small amount of cover. So if this shit goes down,
second Italian Hitler is going to kind of like jump off the thing. Some guns are following you and say, "Yeah, I'm Hitler, right?" He's just going to kind of casually get behind the tank.
So
and
there's a little bit of
eyeball them,
cover,
like,
yeah.
You know, come on, like, slap the thing.
look at
like,
these.
come on, you know.
Look at these. If they have stripes and stars too, why not? Come on.
I mean, makes sense. This is
Yeah.
1940s.
Oh, yeah.
So
Makes
you know,
perfect sense.
That's how.
Alright, this is great. How many are there?
There are 8
8? Okay.
that you see.
Well, to be fair, he saw them all.
With his gaping eye, he was able to. That gaping eye took in a lot.
Gabe.
Probably put out a lot too. Just saying.
Yeah, so I think he raises his hands
Yeah.
just,
I remember you guys
as if
doing that.
holding puppet
Yeah,
strings,
he does that
and he
for,
says,
Twitter.
Oh yeah.
You ate the claws of the dreamland. Takes at your very souls, and you all must sleep now. He's gonna put them all to
So
sleep.
the third magician Hitler is saying an incantation.
Oh yeah. Oh, maybe he'll say like, by the might of our Norse forefathers, you must sleep.
By Hitler's beard.
Roll for Hitler sleep spell.
12.
12.
Don't forget your shells, guys.
Oh, yeah,
geez.
shells.
You're a wizard, Harry, so you might.
All right. Thank you.
He bores
geez.
them to sleep.
I swallowed mine.
So
They get so bored they're like,
Yeah.
Oh wait, but the option is we can forego taking a shell if we add one to our skill.
no, you can add to that skill because when combat comes into play, these shells are going to go like candy.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So this kind of like procedural and stuff builds up so that you can spend them all later and
Gotcha.
not die, hopefully. Wow, sour potato grapes over there. Come on, man. So you do have a second one kind of puts their weapon down and he's yawning maybe. He's not really going to sleep, but he's like looking around and kind of like question, like not visually it looks like his face is questioning what is going in German his face is, because German facial
Because it has a different
gestures.
it has a different language for how the
Facial
face
cues are different in German, all over.
That's how
Different
like people from different countries who speak different languages, their farts sound different. Yeah.
There's an accent.
That's how it goes. There's a fart
Scientific,
accent.
right?
Yeah.
It's canon.
It's a fact.
Science.
It's canon.
Well,
Science
is it
people.
though? Does somebody roll?
Dr. J.
Damn it. I didn't realize that one.
Perfect. Dr. J. Klaus.
I drop down off the barrel and
Alright.
try and move around to the front of the tank now.
Alright.
And I start speaking to them in German, which my adoptive parents told me was German, which is actually Cantonese.
By the way,
Tell them, don't you know who I am?
Dr. J.
I am your Fuhrer.
It's called the bow.
Oh,
Go ahead and roll.
I don't do tanks.
I don't either, obviously.
Yeah, roll
Go.
to see if it's Cantonese.
Go ahead and roll on that.
All right, let's see here. Ooh, 20.
Nice.
Wow. So,
Let me get some of these extra ones.
yeah, I'm not expecting any of this on just left field here.
I thought you had it all written out.
We're Axis Hitler.
No, I had everything
What if
everything written up until the point you smeared shit on under your nose to be Hitler. Up until then, I lost you guys. I knew that was gonna happen, but everything so far.
That and only that is when we went
Yeah.
off rails.
Yes.
What if one of these soldiers is like, it does speak Cantonese, and
With a
knows
German.
that it, or at least in his head, he's like, that's right, the Fuhrer would speak Cantonese.
That, or maybe one of them is like a Chinese spy and says, "Oh, I got to protect this guy," so he's got like kind of like weapon down on him. But for whatever reason, we don't know what's going on in the German's head. But one of the German gentlemen soldiers is
Yeah. Oh, hello.
He's spy.
Yeah.
Good day.
Everyone has a monocle.
Yep. Is again confused, but almost more intrigued. Like he knows you.
That
You
Hitler's
see
a
that there's
smart
one guy that
guy.
He's getting
totally-
flirty.
He knows what you're saying. You guys, oh, same team.
He takes off his monocle
Same
to leave.
team.
I like that. Takes off his monitor.
All right,
Puts his
engineer.
hat.
Engineer Wilkins.
All right.
Or I'm sorry, just because the way the tank crew.
Right. Okay. Fair.
The inside.
So
you
this
got
is a
that
top-down operation.
it's like this is a
That's a-
Uptown Abbey deal. You got the downstairs and
Uptown
the downstairs, the upstairs.
So you're going to me?
Downtown
We're
Abbey.
downstairs
Our
now.
tank is obviously
Get him up.
desert painted. We have Italian people on board. This could work because
Oh, it's clearly working.
we could be an access part of the Italian army or something. So
Oh yeah. Speaking
likely.
Cantonese.
everyone's
Okay.
jumping
Very
off the
likely.
tank. So, dang, I think we're in some kind of pickle, boys.
That's even our call sign.
Boy.
I think we should back the tank up about 7 feet out of this ditch, Everybody's forward of the tank. Don't go forward. Whatever you do, you'll crush our guys.
He's backwards, but I think he's... Well, is he smart enough to get out of the way?
No, yeah, there's one in the front, one in the back, TJ. You're pinned.
By the way, when you say
Sounds like my Saturday night.
you want to say his name?
Oh, Meatball. Yeah, Meatball's in the back. So I don't know if he's smart enough to get out of the way if we reverse it.
I'm pretty sure.
I mean, we can still do that and we can have him roll.
Well, no,
I mean, it's
you're
not like
assuming I do it.
But must have any qualms running over the crowd.
You grew up with me, man.
You didn't like me.
You get ready on that coax gun. If this thing goes south, you cut those krauts in half with that machine gun.
So there was a question while you were out. Is Meatball smart enough to get out of the way of the tank if he's behind?
Because you're behind it.
Yeah, I
didn't think about that.
I did as my extra skill. I added nose for danger.
There you go.
So he's definitely gonna not be harmed when that happens.
Tank backwards 10 feet.
I thought you said 7.
I said 7. I was doing it in kilometers.
It's called aft,
10
sir.
kilos?
Kilometers.
Kilo deltas.
It's called aft, sir.
Go 6 knots.
So you're issuing him to go backwards. I'll make that as a movement. Do you have any other kind of action, something you want to do? Do you want to ready a weapon? Do you want to...
I already told him to ready the coax gun.
Right.
I have a single shot rifle that's ridiculous.
You're a sharpshooter. You can shoot Hitler right now.
I'm in a tank. All I have to do is close the lid and I'm fine. Alright. So back the tank up. This is going to work.
Driver.
Alright. He is not backing the tank up.
Tokyo drift the tank up.
Unit cohesion.
No, he is... Well, no, he's trying to. He's having problems with it because he never understood reverse.
I hope you roll and succeed.
Are you trying to say he never pulled out?
Yeah.
He never understood.
Hey-o.
So what he is doing while he's trying to figure it out, though, he accidentally turns on the
windshield wipers
microphone,
Which
is attached to the windshield wipers. And while he's doing that, he's just doing this god awful impression of polka music over the loudspeakers now.
All right. Terrible. He's doing it mouth polka music, or
Yes.
he got a record?
No, it's mouth polka music.
I mean, before you roll, because I'm not familiar. What would that sound? I mean, what would that sound like, really?
Honestly.
I have no idea. I can pull something up, but
let's see.
We want to hear some mouth polka.
I want to hear all those mouth polkas.
I can't even maintain an accent. Much less
Polka in the mouth.
Oh, so much polka.
All right, roll it.
Oh, actually, I'm rolling that. Wait. One of my skills I just added was making funny noises.
You knew this was coming. So what do you have?
10.
You got a 10. So what is...
Hold on.
Right?
What is your desired outcome from the polka music? Just to distract some more?
Well, obviously, I'm disgracing these people's heritage.
So you're enraging them, is what you're saying?
Well, maybe. I can't... This was not intentional on his part.
Here's what I do, because it was a success.
Yeah.
You, the people up top, would notice that one of them looks like their gears is grinding at the polka music, and they kind of had to, like, they kind of lower their weapon, just turn around, like, oh, geez, fingers to the ears, and they're kind of, like, walking away a little bit, like, what the hell is going on? More of that. And we'll go to engineer.
All right.
Wilkins.
So does it look like they're being successful or
marginally?
Like,
Well, I don't think you have any view of anything.
Oh, that's true.
From where
Yeah,
you're
sorry.
at.
No, he does, because he can shoot the machine gun from there.
But he's facing out the way you kind of came in at.
Oh yeah, because the gun is all the way in the back, or turned around now.
Doesn't he have a rear view mirror though?
I don't think tanks had a rear mirror.
You're saying the turret was turned all the way around? Behind.
Yeah, it had to be facing the other way because
they're not in its field of vision by any means.
So it wouldn't fall in the pit.
Yeah. You don't remember Hitler hanging off the tank turret?
Back on the back of the tank?
Stick.
One of the many Hitlers.
Technically shitty Hitler hanging off the tank turret.
Well, aren't they all technically shitty Hitlers?
Well, don't tell him that. Meatball doesn't consider himself a shitty Hitler.
Hey, come on. I'm doing great over here.
He's the best of the best.
You know what? Tank forward. Just go through the line.
Tank, go now.
All right.
Hey, I'm Hitler in here.
Swing that fucking barrel right back around at these
Okay.
assholes and fire and move forward.
Do it. All right, so you're swinging that barrel.
Because it's not exactly the fastest thing on the planet.
He's not on it anymore. You're good.
18.
18. So you swing that tank turret. Are you shooting the machine gun, or is he shooting the tank?
You said
I am not in his brain.
You said shoot the machine gun last
He
night,
did,
so
yeah.
I'll do the sweep of the machine gun as we're rolling
So
by.
you sweep, and tons of them like hit the deck, but you catch one who was just not paying attention. He was, the dopey German. Oh yeah, this is my first day out, eh?
It's like they're playing Pokemon at us. It's so weird.
Tank forward.
Wait. So, do you know how? I mean, do you have any subscribers yet from Germany? Because you won't now. Just so you're clear.
Sorry, I imagine Germany audience is low, right?
Well, it is now.
The whole of the audience is low. It became a podcast like yesterday.
No, this will be something they will love to hate, and they will keep it
hate
alive.
Hey, yeah, nowhere to go but up from here.
Because
So.
even trolls still have to listen, right? They're still downloading. We're good there.
What else can you do under a
Yes,
bridge?
Exactly.
What is troll?
We've seen some things.
We saw what you can do when you come out from under the bridge.
A whole team of them.
So,
They were from Germany.
Coax gun fires.
Right,
Tank forward.
well, we already decided Tank is focusing on playing polka music with its mouth. So, the tank is listening, possibly.
We're taking on water.
You're still sitting on top. So you're Merlin. You're sitting on top of like the tank turret part, right?
Sure.
The top. So you started. You're facing this way. You face back, and now you're like kind of whoa. You're careening over the side. Germans, however, one is shouting guttural German. Sweet sounding, beautiful German words because they have a wonderful language. Thank you for listening.
We got him back.
And he's opening fire on you.
No,
We love you, Germans.
Mamma mia.
9, he's going to add 1 for his shooting skill. So he gets a 10. So now your option is to take it, or you can spend a shell to dodge.
I will spend a shell to dodge.
You see the tank turret turn, boom, polka music. Gunfire's coming your way, so go ahead and paint your dodge. Where are you going for cover? What are you doing?
I think it's pretty easy. He just kind of, the way I had positioned myself before, he just kind of ducks. He when he sees this guy, kind of like when his like arm moves, he like the minute he sees that he just drops down, and he I think kind of like moves a little bit. So when he re-pops up, he will be in a different spot from where they
Very
saw
much
him.
so. And you would like to think that he missed you because of your magic skills, but clearly he is about to pull the trigger, then the machine gun fire went off and spooked him, and his gun went wild. But you did dodge, you did not get hit.
There's a field phone on the back of the tank that you can talk inside the tank, and there's a trapdoor on the bottom of the tank.
But you can't hear anything over the polka music.
Well, you knew that.
It's too loud.
Merlin, you have one. You're sitting on top. Were you still meditating with your gaping eye, or what?
I still have my
Are you
hands
sitting
out,
across?
trying
Oh yeah,
to,
you still. So you.
manipulating the mystic energy to.
And then as you come back with your hands, and you're like, whoa! You're like, this is working.
Finally.
But as you start to list.
Magic missile indeed.
Gunfire erupts in your direction. One is opening fire on you, sir. So
I'm quite protected through arcane
The
shield.
The wards protect me.
that is an 11. So gunfire is coming in your direction. Ting, 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 all around that tank. You can spend a shell dodge.
Yeah.
What happens if I take it? Is it just like pick
What's
new
that?
character?
We'll probably hobble you in some way that'll make
like
things
that.
much more difficult.
So yeah, I'll So you use shield
You
spell?
shot Gemini tends to be.
Pretty much this is your get out of getting shot free card.
Yeah, I'll just turn invisible.
There you go. You may think that as well. But
Bullets invisibility.
Yeah.
Definitely. You think that you went invisible and that's why you didn't get hit, but actually it's because you've now started to slide down the tank and into the pit. So the bullets are hitting where you just were, but...
Oh, wait, I teleported, and now I'm like, getting closer to the pit, which I was trying to teleport to, of course.
You... Dr. Hitler, starring...
Hey, Klouser.
Jay.
You move to the front, Dr. J. Hitler. Same thing, another one shoots from the bushes in your direction.
Sure thing.
To where you're standing. 9+1. He is going to hit unless you have a dodge.
I have a dodge.
And what would that... How are you avoiding this lethal gunfire?
So he's shooting from down in the pit, is that right?
What happened is they're all kind of layered across the pit, and as that gun swept, a lot of them dropped. So he's on the other side of the pit. There's like some bushes. It's kind of constructed, so this was like kind of the way through with trees and stuff, copses.
Well, some of it missed, and the things that missed were hitting in the mud and splashing mud up and right in the eye, so he couldn't see.
He got mud in the eye.
Yeah, mud in the eye.
He got mud in the eye. But that was actually their latrine hole.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
a little worse.
There was some
He's kind of in a similar position you are.
Yeah.
So
if he had
sticking
a
with
third eye.
our theme.
Fun dysentery.
I'm looking, and I was 1, 2, 3 have attacked. I've got 2 more that are circling up with. How do they get those treads off? What do they do there? They're
Sticky bomb.
huh?
They need a bazooka or a bomb.
Sapper stuff.
Sapper stuff.
A Panzerfaust. That's what shoots the track off.
Could they just shove a grenade in there if they're at that range?
No, it's not strong enough.
Those are strong
Yeah,
tracks.
it'd be something that would be pretty big, a little bit bigger. I mean, it would be.
They do have their bazookas. It's called Panzerfaust.
Yeah.
I have 2 that are running around because the hatch is open. Or you're sticking out.
Just my head.
Oh, nothing important.
So that's right. So one's kind of circling around. He's taking shots at your head.
All right.
With the bazooka.
With the bazooka, and he misses because
It was bazooka
you do
bubble.
have, your head's
95% cover.
yeah, and your head's small-ish maybe for
You're
for the
pinhead.
Well, it's also blinding because the sun's reflecting off of it. So
Oh, because there's no hair.
yeah.
I have a German officer's hat. No,
Oh,
that's
that's
my
right.
headgear. Never mind.
Shut it right off.
All right, keep going.
Second one's coming around to throw something in the
A
open
potato masher
tank
grenade.
hole. Yep, a potato grenade.
love
Tank
no.
hole.
Yeah, I love that.
He's throwing.
Do you like me?
Yes, no, maybe.
A grenade
Yeah.
inside.
You're all a 9.
That would be a 15. I would say
We could dodge with. Can I dodge the tank?
you would be the one right there. So
You swat it away. Get out of here.
since you are no longer driving the tank, you were next to.
No, I was trying
You
to
got
do
the
it.
mouth horn.
No, I was.
going.
Remember, I was trying to figure out how to reverse it. I just never done that.
Yeah.
I never got a hang of it.
So you just-
I was just doing the German because that's
You were
just
singing
something I was.
It just happened to happen that
It's just
way.
I'm not even consciously doing it.
You're never consciously doing anything.
I know.
So, do you want to dodge this grenade?
Yes, I want to
situation?
dodge the tank out of the way of the grenade. Yes.
So yeah, give me a show.
Tokyo drifting.
You have a lid you can close.
Mine's not open, is it? I thought his was open.
No, yours is open.
His.
Oh, mine's open.
There's a lid.
You have
But
your
it is
own
lit. I have my own.
You
lid.
have your own door and lid down there.
I could have kept you out of here the whole time.
The entire up here. So did you close your lid or you pivoted the?
I just found out I had a lid.
Illusion.
I didn't close it. No.
So you pivoted the tank, and the grenade hits the side of the fuselage and rolls down to the ground and blows up.
Either that or
Yeah,
closing
we do
the
that.
lid makes more sense, but that I don't play to make sense. So yeah, I mean,
Yeah, that makes sense.
So pivoting, we'll go with the pivot. Pivot to save yourself.
yeah.
Although I do
Alright.
have good information that I have a lid, a lid now, so this is good.
Germans have successfully gone.
Okay, so
So
there's...
you now, where are you popping out?
Yeah, well, Meatball ducked down. Meatball ducked down.
That was him
and,
ducking?
Yeah, that was me ducking. And he moved kind of. I think he was at the rear of the tank.
Yeah.
And he moved kind of
He
forward.
crawled between the treads.
I don't think he's between
Oh,
them. I
he's on
think
the other
he's
side.
just trying to be on the other side. But
Right.
remember, some of these Germans are moving around the thing.
Yeah, they're coming
So
around
once
that
they
way.
come around and they're like, "All right, here we are," he just opens fire on.
So
them.
yeah, you see 2 Germans saying beautiful German things, slightly guttural. harsh sounding though. It's a tense situation, and so you can go ahead and open fire then.
All right.
With the weapon that you brought.
Yeah, the
Thompson.
The switchblade. No, he's got the.
Open fire.
It's an automatic.
The Browning.
It's
Yeah.
out.
16.
16. Fantastic. These guys. So you catch like in 60s movie fashion. His arms and
What's a Sonny Corleone style?
Yeah, they don't just drop. They like do this, look up at the air, and the arm goes.
I imagine like because they're totally focused on getting these grenades up into the thing, so they come around and they don't even really see Meatball.
You are like a ghost.
Shiza! I'm a ghost over here.
You're an Italian Hitler ghost.
John
You
Wick.
blend in with all of Germany. Nobody knows you're there.
You take the cannolis.
You're a set piece to them.
This episode of This American Dice Presents It's Canon, live at CondoCon, is proudly brought to you by our sponsors, including the Wartime Council on Patriotic Americanism. The WCPA wanted to share a message with all you patriotic Americans. Hello, I'm Tag Hunter, and while I've played a hero on screen, the real heroes are out there fighting to keep the United States and her allies free and prosperous.
Gee, Mr. Hunter, isn't that what everybody wants?
You'd think so, Billy, but there are people who hate our freedom and resent our prosperity.
But why? Why would they hate us so much?
It's tough to imagine, but there are foreigners out there that look at America and they're just jealous.
They sound like real stinkers.
They are stinkers, Billy.
But they're far away, right? That's why they're called foreigners?
Mostly, Billy. But there are actually some of those stinkers here. Folks who were born right here in America, but who never understood how amazing this country is.
Why's that, Mr. Hunter?
Maybe they were listening to a little too much swing music and not enough to their preacher. Maybe they were spending too much time in fancy schools and not enough time doing real, honest work. Maybe they were too hopped up on jazz cigarettes and had shaken their brains out dancing to race records. Or maybe they're foreign agents on the take from Tojo and are right now secretly working to bring an end to the very life you and your mommy and daddy know and love. Maybe they're sabotaging our war supplies. Maybe they're sowing dissension among the minorities. Maybe they're poisoning our water supply with chemicals that will make American men sissies. Maybe... Or maybe they're just stinkers, Billy. It's not just up to Billy here. Why, it's the duty of every patriotic, red-blooded American to watch out for stinkers. Report any un-American activities you see to your local police. And let's keep our boys safe from those stinkers. Stay tuned for the Brooks Brothers Sock Garter Comedy Hour for a repeat performance of their hit show, A Mother-in-Law for Two. And, oops, there go the bananas.
All right, Merlin.
So are they all dead now, or?
No, there's still.
Like 2 of them.
I love your wishful
There's still a
thinking,
few Germans shooting. You are.
I'm in the pit.
You.
We're sliding.
How deep would one of these pits be? About 20
10
feet?
feet.
10 feet?
They're
So-
tank deep.
And then the tank's another 10 feet. 10
Right,
to 12
so
feet.
the turret would
So
be
he's
on
got.
ground level.
So he's got. You've got about, like, you're sliding down this tank. So, I mean, you could shoot. That would mean you're falling down. You could try to stop yourself. Or you could use magic. I don't whatever.
Use magic.
You know?
You haven't done that yet.
I can't figure
That seems
you
to be
out.
working really well so far. Merlin, keep using your magic.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast the spell of the machine gun. Try and
Machine
shoot
gun
them.
spell?
Yep.
The spell
Are you
is
going to
machine
use your
gun?
special machine gun components? Or
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, they're all marked with sage.
Right. So are you actually holding a machine gun while you're casting this, or are you casting it just hopefully, magically hoping the machine gun hits
Oh,
them?
I'm gonna close my physical eyes
Good.
and open gape my
Gape
third eye
wide.
even
Even
wider.
wider.
I'm gonna use that
Even
to
more
aim, yeah.
gaping if that's possible.
So for this machine gun spell,
Roll
is your
for
mystical
machine gun
focus
spell.
A machine gun?
Mhm, yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my wand.
Go ahead and roll for
wand.
machine gun spell.
Wand of
My
bolts.
Thompson wand. Oh no. Mm-mm. 8.
Now,
Need it.
Now this is a time that
spend.
you can spend add up, or you can spend a reroll, or you could hold on to them so you don't die and dodge later on. deep thought.
No, I'm meditating. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I apologize.
Don't
I
stop
got lost
serving
in
me.
your third eye.
No, I'm fine with letting that go.
All right. So, since you didn't improve your position, you now slide down into the pit that the tank is about to fall into.
Mm-hmm. That should be fine.
Oh, I know. I'm totally aware.
What could go wrong there?
Yes. Yep. There's a spell for that. No big deal. Go ahead, Dr. J.
Klouser.
Hitler.
Dr. J. Hitler.
Hitler, Klouser, Hauser.
I am going to, while still speaking German, Cantonese, I continue to approach these guys and I pull out Mausers and just John Woo them.
There is one that has come your way, and there's some kind of across this like pit that you're kind of facing. So do you want to address
one
this?
that's coming my way, I'm taking.
So you're gonna Mauser him to death.
Mauser.
Mauser that
Mouse
ass.
down on that guy.
Is a 10.
10. So you are. What are you saying in Cantonese? Like for us here listening at home in English,
okay,
what would it be?
I'm saying.
Can you?
Don't you recognize your leader when you see him, you idiots? I start, and some of the stuff I know is actually just dishes that we served at the restaurant.
A number 10, a number 9.
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying numbers, and I'm saying like, wonton soup, mugu gai pan.
So was it a Chinese restaurant or was it a German
Well, they told me it
restaurant?
was a German restaurant. It was actually Chinese.
Okay.
This is so much backstory.
They just said it was German.
So rich.
This was
such
all
a rich tapestry of backstory.
a cruel trick on a child.
So
this has been a pretty big shock for you being in Germany and realizing that they don't even serve their authentic food anymore.
We're not in Germany, obviously. I don't know where we are.
Yeah.
These are not.
So much. Your world is collapsing.
What's going on? I'm beginning to think Merlin's right. The world's coming to an end. German people are not speaking German anymore.
So paint your German death scene for your.
So I come over the crest.
John Woo style, you said?
I come
Are you
up to the
flying
crest?
through the air?
Yep.
There's some
And
doves.
I see him coming, he shoots, and I just
sideways. You're flying
A
sideways.
bunch of the crows that are eating the, the gunk on the thing fly
away.
All right. So you take out another one.
So I land in the mud. I've got mud all over my Hitler.
So tank
mud on my Hitler uniform.
home wrecker unit downstairs crew. You've got 2 issues. Number 1, you're being attacked. Number 2, you are slowly about to slide into a pit that who knows if you're going to be able to get out of.
Tell the team full reverse, get us out of the hole, pull out rifle, and take shot.
All right. The shot. 18. So you take out a guy across the way. Perfect, because he was just leaning on his side to pop the dude that fell down in the hole.
Now, you German,
And so you fall into this hole. You've just cast this spell, and then it didn't quite work out. But moments later, a dead German just kind of slides down at your feet, like just riddled with riddled with a bullet hole.
Yeah, riddled with one bullet.
Riddle me.
It worked.
Where did you hit him?
Right between the eyes.
Just caved in.
Pink mist. Like a melon.
Yeah, so
He's
now
not giving any thought to this.
there's a
magical
fog warning
defenses-
in effect for this
Your
area.
magical defenses were strong, but it only prolonged your death.
Sleep.
Sleep my Hitler.
Elder cows.
Jesus.
All right, so I think we're gonna see if Sergeant Owens actually figured out how to put this in reverse.
Oh, now he's gonna do.
No, he's been doing it. He's trying. Last
okay.
turn he was trying to get it to figure it out.
He was reading the manual.
He was reading the manual.
13.
13.
Yeah.
The gears grind, and just as you see it's caving in, and it's slowly Just because this works good for your character, Merlin.
Just give it to everybody.
What are you doing?
You haven't been giving out shells.
I
You
succeed.
don't know how to use the shells.
You don't get shells in
Oh.
Golly.
Never mind.
You've got a whole sheet of rules. Did you not study them?
I'm sorry. It says
Why do I go through all
it
this
says
trouble?
beachside therapy on the other side. I was reading what my
to write 10 pages of core rules, three units of supplements,
You brought us half a
do an
sheet.
online
backside it
course,
says beachside
correspondence course. I had a clinic downstairs in Hall A on how to run the game.
Which
So-
none of us were at.
I just want to know what's going through Merlin's mind as for a moment he maybe looks over and sees that this tank is about to come down on top of him before it cranks into
What spell do
reverse.
you cast?
Well, I gotta do force field, right?
I
Obviously.
don't know. I've
I
never
would
been in
think
this
so.
situation.
Why don't you tell me?
Force push.
Why don't you tell me what spell you want to
Yeah,
use?
I'll cast levitate.
Okay, on the tank
I
yourself.
had a push.
Yeah, that makes the most sense. I mean,
Tank.
obviously the tank. I can bend the forces of the physical world, but not gravity.
You
Too bad
got-
you're not a cleric because you could just use protection from.
You cast levitate. You hear just the grinding of gears, more gunshots and screams and shouts, and
that's just
it-
for me.
And it starts, and instead of falling down, it kind of like grinds its way and then treads you. It pulls out away from you. You see this
I
massive
finally figured out how to do it.
phallic cannon above you, like a sign of safety and redemption and glory. And we're to Sergeant Wilkins.
All right.
Top
so,
that.
Not bad. All right. Well, let's go ahead and fire
You
the
got
big gun.
two enemy combatants.
All right. Let's fire the big gun at them.
Huh?
The big gun.
Okay, you're pointing the big gun.
The soup cannon.
Yeah.
The soup cannon.
Oh man,
It's nothing but soup
you might
cannons
need
in
that
there.
for your night ops.
Oops.
I might be the soup cannon. 6.
Fathoon. Oh yeah, you have
spend a bullet.
Fathoon.
Oh yeah. Let me spend a bullet.
You want to reroll?
Yeah.
Go for it.
15.
So that didn't count. This one. So yeah, you're looking up and just sign of glory. You see that massive barrel. Boom, just explodes above you, and a
With a
sign
sweet,
of levitation
sweet
glory. And another guy just in sand and gravel and dirt. He's not there anymore.
As you should be.
He's gone.
Or shouldn't
though.
be, rather.
I've leveled up. I can cast fireball now.
I'm gonna say at this point the one lonely last.
The sleepy one,
The
right?
lonely one.
No,
This is his brother.
It's very lonely.
those guys, the sleepy one, the Chinese one, and the German. God damn it. They have
Makes
kind
all
of
kinds of sense, DJ. I don't know why you're shaking your head over there.
they have kind of
Perfect
split.
sense.
The last one is holding his ground.
How is he holding the ground? I mean, is he hugging it? Or
Yeah, he
holding
doesn't
it?
see you. Golly, who would he be shooting?
Because he's invisible, obviously.
Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy
He's a
was going
wizard.
after Italian Hitler because he's got a thing against the Italians,
you
honestly. And I think because he missed you earlier, and he's like, "Nope, I'm getting this is a confirmed kill for me."
Okay.
He said that in German.
Yeah.
19.
19's
So
pretty high.
you've got some solid shots coming your way.
Okay.
But you're tough. They get you can
Or
Whether
you
you
can
want
spend
to
a
dodge
shell.
them.
I will
Right.
I will dodge.
So what is your dodge? You know, cinematically.
So he's on. So I had tried to put myself on the other side of these guys. Is this one of the dudes maybe who's jumped onto the top of the tank?
This is so you ran around in front of the tank. You shot a dude, and you were in cover because this is one of the first guys that shot you. So now you can't see him at all. But now the tank backs up, and now he's like, what the? Oh, wascally wabbit. But in German, he sees you. That's what he says.
Vascally Vabit.
Vascally wabbit.
Yeah.
Hefeweizen.
Yeah. So the tank has moved out of the way, so
Out of
it's
the
no
way.
longer like blocking me from him.
So, and it's like one of those, just a slow motion dramatic where you drop your weapon because I've just bested my foe. You turn it over the chasm of tank divide. You just lock eyes and you just see that barrel, and you see that bullet come spiraling.
Oh, jeez.
And
I have an
you know,
idea if you need.
Go for it.
What was that memento you got from that last girl right before you went in the military that she gave you when you were leaving to be
Before
a
she
hero?
disappeared.
Herpes.
I was gonna say.
So your herpes deflects the bullet then.
Listen, it created a callus above your heart. And
Well, if you go that route, I would say like it's like, oh god, he goes for like an itch and that quick jerk to like get down the pants like it zips past your face.
That is exactly what happened.
Herpes saved your life. Is
Yeah,
what we're
so,
doing.
yeah, so
I think it's more chlamydia.
Some
but
form
okay.
of crotch itching.
Yeah.
Like after he's like, all right,
she got the crowds for you.
Yeah, I wanted it. Fuck you, Andy.
After Meatball's like, all right, I got it, done. Ooh, nailed it. And then he goes to he does go to like. He scratches his crotch and like moves in a weird way, and he just it just misses him.
You see that dude, you're like, ooh, gosh, and then the zip. You didn't even know he took a shot. There's so much going on. And it's so perfect that it's now your turn as you're itching your crotch, just dodging.
To roll for
it.
Yeah.
Roll for the discharge.
Yeah. So how
I hate Fiasco and its Canon.
how far away is this guy from me, you think?
You're across the divide. I would say. I mean, 30 yards.
Okay, so so then
chlamydia slinging just doesn't work.
I think he's going to try to. I think he's
What's the
going
range on that chlamydia?
Yeah.
5.
Roll
10,
for range
10.
attack with chlamydia.
Yeah.
Well, it's long range, so it'll be a disadvantage, but you can try.
The DC save is unbeatable.
I think he's going to try to hit the deck and fire.
So he's gonna just drop.
Difficulty range. Long range is a bitch.
Roll it up. Roll it up. And remember, you add anything you've got.
Like chlamydia?
Yeah, chlamydia. Do you think just like kind of like sticking through this, like I'm not running away, would be like fit?
Well, yeah, because you could have. I mean, you've been hiding a lot.
Okay.
Can I use this for something else?
Like.
All right.
I want to give him this.
But you can re-roll if you want.
Oh, you got a 16. I think
you got 16.
Yeah.
So just in this epic show, the tank backs up. You turn. He takes a shot. You get itchy, dodge it, but then reflex. Your hand comes out of your pants, grabbing your weapon. You drop to the ground.
Yeah.
You let off a true aim, and you drop the last kraut of sour.
No, I'm why'd you shoot me?
Oh, sorry, Doc.
By the way,
you were waving that white flag.
Oh, wait, I'm lost. Where are we again?
You guys,
tank.
You guys,
wizard. What else you need?
Cleaned up your mess.
Wrangle up all the weapons.
Yep.
Take all the ammo.
Go ahead. I'll do a. But this will be part of. We're in a procedural phase now, so we're draw down. We're not in any kind of combat. We're preparing for the next mounted attack. If you will. So. I'll say there's no need. There's need to roll. If there's a German weapon that you want to add to your own personal arsenal, you may.
We have to loot the bodies. Right?
I think.
Yeah, we're basically looting the bodies.
I think Meatball's going to take one or two of the kind of potato mashery grenades.
Yeah. Okay, grenades. So you can write grenades down. You got some grenades.
All right, I'm gonna find one of those. What did you call them? Panzerfaust.
You're gonna deploy that from inside the tank?
No, I'm just gonna grab it so we have it for later.
Oh, we don't need another one inside the tank.
Hopefully I will not need it from inside the tank.
All right.
Gosh. Equipment malfunction.
Yeah, really.
Whoops. Thunk.
Uh-oh.
MP40.
What do you got there, Dr. J. Hitler?
Dr. J. Hitler.
I just changed my name. I just went ahead and
Yes.
embraced
Shit.
it.
Embrace
It's
it.
no longer Sergeant J. Klouser. I'm Dr. J. Hitler.
If that's what they're calling you.
Dr. Stephen J. Hitler.
Stephen J. Hitler.
Why fight it?
Friends call me Steve.
Were you on a trank? The crunks?
Yeah, crunks on a broke.
Crunks on a broke
Their
trank?
papers, which are to take their identification papers.
Your paper? You're going to ask them for their
Oh,
Please?
could we take their actual uniforms, though they're now riddled with bullet holes? Would that be useless?
Well, I don't know.
Let's match up with the Hitler.
We just blow
Do you feel like you're standing as Hitler is above these lowly
infantrymen?
I mean,
I think Meatball's too dumb to make that call. I'm going to go ahead and let the other people do that.
right.
Pants
Hey, this thing's covered in marinara.
Spicy.
I think the pants will look better than the lederhosen, so I'm gonna.
You're going full leader. So lederhosen bottom, still Hitler top.
No.
No,
I'm
just
gonna
take
get
it.
some of the soldier pants.
Okay.
Soldier pants. That's
Yeah.
Are they fireproof, DJ?
Brand
Are they
soldier
fireproof
pants.
soldier pants?
Sold with a Z.
No limit soldier pants and a Hitler top.
And your wheelies are garbage.
Yeah, just trash.
All right, let's do this.
Anybody? Any?
I got grenades,
What'd you
MP40.
get?
Radio? Do they have some sort of
Ooh, radio's a good idea. Fuck.
I'd say they'd have some sort of like a backpack type of radio.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, this is a freebie. I'm not going to have you roll because you did decimate these guys.
I'm gonna take one of those fire staffs. I think people were calling them bazookas.
Panzerfaust.
Fire staff? You can have a bazooka.
magic
No, he
missiles,
did. This is canon. He already said he learns fireball.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's his.
Fireball
That's
spell.
his. That's his implement.
It glows in the presence of unicorns. It could.
Why not?
Yeah,
It's never been around a unicorn.
Have you been next to a unicorn? I think so.
All right.
We're
So
gonna have,
let
we're
me
gonna have
know-
millions of dollars. We
let
can
me know
find
if
it.
4 on the floor over there, Butler.
Sorry.
4 on the floor.
Sorry. I'm my own worst enemy.
The only 3 who know what we're talking about
Yeah.
right here.
I don't want to clean your brains up off the floor. You guys make it through the countryside. You make it to a hillside where you can get optics on the town. Small hamlet. A couple of buildings are bombed out, but as you can see, there's no military significance here. They're not manufacturing anything. There's not, there's not a big populace. It's not a stronghold. It's not too well fortified. It's just like it looks very civilian-like.
Does regular town life seem to be going on as we're like looking over it, or is it like maybe
People
abandoned?
moving around. Do we see any?
You see here
They work
and
in the
there,
fields.
but again, this is your
Harvesting
first
flax.
trip behind enemy lines, and for a somewhat bombed out little town, you see a couple people going about life like they're like, I'm not giving this up, but you assume a lot of people probably ducked out of there.
Okay.
But it's not like a bustling by any means. You probably see a couple people in some fields, people moving through some streets. You do see that the building in the center of the town is there,
And it's labeled gold.
yes, there's a large neon sign pointing down. That
We
says
buy
Yeah.
gold.
Yes, gold for cash.
Best prices.
Cash for gold is what it says.
Trump University.
I'm gonna use sharpshooter to see if there's any
Go ahead, sharpshooter. So
see if there's any tanks at crossroads.
Give it.
Observation positions.
Yep.
Add 1 from sharpshooter on there. Is that how you do?
Definitely, that's how we do it.
18, 19.
Okay, so you are
Love that year. Great year.
because I'm gonna say it's a 3-day vacation. You get there, and I'm sure you're not storming in. So you're
More than
watching. You're watching for a few hours. You've got a good position. There's no enemy combatants around you. Nobody's eyes are on you, so you're able to watch for a couple hours or so. And you would notice that you think there are at least 2 armored tanks. You've seen a couple move, reposition.
Is there an unarmored tank?
Brett, you got it for me.
It's just a big.
Unarmored
It's just,
tanks do we see?
it's just a big.
Are they together or are they on both sides of the
Both sides with a big gun.
If the listeners want to know, the DM is very annoyed with
It's a tank or just a
and
fish
he's
tank.
going
It's a wicker tank.
to move on. You do see 2 tanks.
one side of town and the
Are
other.
they armored or unarmored? I just need to know that.
They are-
Clarify.
They're patrol. They kind of take shifts from
Panzers?
patrolling. You would assume that maybe one is staying put in front of the Cash for Gold building, and another, and they would rotate. One would kind of like graze around the not outside of, but through some areas in the city, because you can see it pass through some
Are
buildings.
these tanks bigger than our tank?
Is it a Panzer or whatever? The
They're
Tiger tank?
tigers. They're definitely tigers.
Is this
These
a
are
tank
fast.
context
These are
now?
super fast and they're more powerful than our tank.
Okay.
So the Panzer tanks are slower, but bigger guns.
So in this.
Is there anybody doing recon and really, or because
Yes, I am.
Or is there any gaping eye? Go ahead and roll. What do
Any
you-
gaping going on?
Is there any
Gaping
there's
by
a
any
lot.
chance?
This guy's filter
Gaping.
feeding over here.
Oh, it'd be an 8.
Are we still at 10?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the difficulty there, Andy?
Is it still?
It's
Is it going up or?
Going down.
Yeah, make it an 8. I'll be
Encourage,
fine.
encourage them the way that'll help us.
it is.
Is it going down, Andy?
So yeah, I'll leave it 10. It's going up to 11 for your action phase.
All right. So
You
17
get
on the
one, right?
die.
Did you get one?
Yeah.
Take one. Okay. 17
No,
on the
I-
die.
Now I just have a quick question. So one of my skills is looking good. I am looking, right?
You're looking well.
You son of a bitch.
Yes, and at the same time, remember, add a skill. You add a skill also. If you pass, you get the shell and a skill because it's going to be rough out there, maybe. Or is there anything specific you're looking for?
Yes.
I can give you something unless you want to be very specific, and I know you do.
I do.
So I don't have to give you my information. I'll give you your information.
I will give you my information.
Anytime.
And you will take it, and you will like it. Anyway. I want to see if there's hopefully a narrow, especially with tanks, there's not going to be a lot of area, open, they can't travel.
Not every street can tank.
So I'm hoping there's a bottleneck where we can have we can at least predict, they have to go over this road. If
I already said all that shit.
He didn't say any of that, but you, Golden, glad you're part of the tank team. Tank it. Team
Particularly, are they rolling on a pattern? Is this guy?
He already said that.
That's not what I'm asking. That's not.
He said there are 2 tanks that are all.
They're rotating. But are they rotating in a pattern, or are they rotating randomly?
Wait, what?
They're unarmored tanks.
The unarmored tanks are rotating.
Joy.
Not that I expect something to happen, but if it were, and these tanks were to, I don't know, pursue somebody fleeing the town for some strange reason,
like a cowboy
or the Jews,
yes. Would there be a specific, I'm hoping there's a
route they're gonna take?
They have to go over this stretch of road, or they have to go over this bridge.
Let's say if you wanted to spend the time to dig a 10-foot deep, 20-foot wide,
or set up some of these damn bombs and shit.
I'd say you can identify 2 definite exits where if the tank were to, that would be yes.
Okay.
Or just in their if they have a patrol pattern, you can just wait till they get to the one side, fucking put the bomb in the other one, and wait till they roll over.
Right, but that's not. But that's not what I would really want to do. I don't think. I mean,
what is this, Kandahar?
Yes.
What, IEDs? They're not invented yet. There's no IEDs here.
There are now.
Actually, there are.
No.
I mean, that's what the sticky bombs and stuff essentially are. They're not.
You're telling me those don't exist? And how is she not getting pregnant?
Oh my god.
Oh, I fucked up the abbreviation. I'm sorry.
Hey,
I'm sorry. Hey, I
can help you out. I just learned something that can help you. There's apparently this maneuver called a pull-out.
There you go.
Oh yeah,
we're out of here.
Yeah,
that's how you know. Oh, I'm looking good. By the way, I keep vacillating in my accent between Rodney Dangerfield and Andrew Dice.
I noticed. I like the Andrew.
I was down at the bank. You know what? You're getting no respect, so
that's true. Much like Andrew Dice Klein.
Yeah.
And Andrew Butler.
Or Rodney Dangerfield.
Right over here. So maybe 7. Asset, are you preparing something?
Yeah,
are you seeing anything?
I'll try to rig together a road bomb or whatever.
A road bomb.
Yeah.
Road bomb.
So what kind of road would you like to kill?
Why would you want to bomb the road? It did nothing to you. I mean, the roads are shitty as they are out here. I mean, come on, man.
Right? They don't have pavers. They don't have asphalt.
How will you deploy road bomb?
Well, hopefully one of us would be good at stealth and sneak up.
Okay, so you're planning on building a booby trap to put around the tank. Okay.
Roll for IED.
All right, roll for IED. I like
Failure means you're pregnant.
Yep. I didn't pull out in time.
Never does.
13.
13. You have
13 children.
You have an IED. So add that. Add that to your accessories sheet.
Okay.
Road bomb.
I think he also gets a shell or something.
Oh yeah, a shell and a skill.
Yep. Sure. Whatever you think.
There you go. I'm gonna as a sub skill of mechanics, IED making.
Yes. Sure. If you want to throw in bomb making. Yeah. Or bomb handling or.
Bombetry.
Bombology.
I like bombology.
Being
Not
bombastic.
gonna work here anymore.
That's what I was thinking.
You're up.
I'll go with them.
Okay, we'll come over to
That's going to be helpful.
Merlin.
Yeah, Merlin's got an idea. He's going to meditate and try and consult with the unquiet dead to get more facts about what's happened here.
The unquiet unliving. Or the loud unliving. Okay, so you're getting facts through the dead space.
Can I retcon a little bit? And apparently, in going with the demonic vibe, I grabbed some of the body parts to incorporate into the bomb.
Of course.
Well, I mean, that's what it does.
Human bone.
That was assumed. I mean,
So you're deboning the dead Germans, apparently, in a cauldron or Or you
No, just cutting.
just shucking it.
Just shucking it like
This is grisly.
This is war, baby.
war. Have you not seen Inglourious Basterds? I want me 100 Nazi scalps.
15. You are communing with the loud undead.
Hey, let's say, because all his stuff is a little different. Let's say there's a radio that was dropped nearby that none of us discovered.
Boy.
And for some reason, they're
He
speaking
sat on
in
it.
English.
He's got a Michael
and
Keaton
he
white
can
noise
it's in the
situation.
bushes and he can hear it. And it's speaking and it's telling them about their plans.
Silence, everybody! The spears are speaking to me
You
from this bush.
sat on a rock, which you are in a dead drop zone, right? So in this town, in this sleepy little town, there is an undercover agent. There's an agent working for the U.S.
The Chinaman?
No,
No,
I'm the Chinaman.
I imagine
no,
a
I'm not.
Chinaman was
I only
stick
speak
out in
Chinese.
the German town.
that's not the preferred nomenclature, dude. And this is a dead drop
Usage. I prefer it.
where they would bring that, and you're getting radio signals because there's somebody in this town that's been spying on their whole operation and kind of giving out information, and this is kind of like a relay station. So you're sitting down meditating, you sat on this rock, and this disguise rock, which is just a spray painted radio, and you've tweaked the knobs enough that you're sitting there and you're hearing the crackle, and you're speak to me. There we've got about 12. There's about 12 soldiers guarding. We've got 2 tanks with squads of 4 in each tank. Relay over, and you're getting this information from the unquiet dead. Unquiet dead.
Actually, I just want to offer something we could use as a slight tweak to that. So instead of a radio that's there, this is like a Hogan's Heroes thing where you're actually right on top of the guy in like under a hollowed out
He's in a bunker,
tree stump.
Little bunker.
Right,
down
that's
there.
the entrance. Is the tree stump with the
The antenna's going right up.
He's sitting right on the tree, so he's just hearing coming up this.
Yeah, the guy's talking.
Yeah,
but
over the radio. He's talking to somebody else on the radio.
Hey,
You're just happening to hear.
And
You're right on
Andy,
top of
the
it.
guy's call sign just happens to be Unquiet Dead.
Yes.
There's Unquiet Dead over.
Yes.
Unquiet Dead over. Do you read me? Copy over.
You've been listening to This American Dice presents It's Canon, live at CondoCon. Please join us in 2 weeks for another installment of It's Canon. It's Canon is a game by Andrew Butler. Check out Andrew Butler's book on Amazon.com, A Tale of Two Earths. This episode featured the musical stylings of Alex and Austin. See you in 2 weeks for another episode of It's Canon, presented by This American Dice.